Have you ever stopped to wonder why millionaires, people with enough money to buy a private jet in cash, still use credit cards? I mean, let's be honest. If you had millions of dollars in the bank, would you really need to swipe a credit card at Starbucks or to book a flight? You'd think they'd just pay cash for everything, right? Skip the stress of billing cycles and due dates. Just flash some cash or tap a black card and walk out. But here's the plot twist. Millionaires don't use credit cards because they have to. They use them because they know something most people don't. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they use credit cards, the rules, the mindset, the hidden hacks, and how you can start doing the same, even if you don't have $1 million. And if you stick around until the end, you'll learn the biggest mistake most people make with credit cards and why that's the reason they stay broke. While you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump in. 1. Millionaires never pay interest. This is the first golden rule, and it's non-negotiable. Millionaires treat credit card interest like a tax for poor planning, and they want nothing to do with it. Here's how most people use credit cards. They buy now, stress later. They swipe when they're not sure they can afford it, then hope they can figure it out by the time the bill is due. When that doesn't work out, they make the minimum payment and roll over the rest. Sound familiar? But here's the problem. The average credit card interest rate today is around 22%. That's higher than most payday loans in the past. Let's say you charge $5,000 and make minimum payments. By the time you're done, you could pay over $6,500. That extra $1,500, that's money you gave away for nothing. Millionaires avoid this by paying off their cards in full every time, no exception. They don't swipe unless they have the money sitting in their account, and many of them have systems in place, automatic payments, alerts, calendar reminders to ensure they never miss a due date. They don't treat credit as emergency cash. They treat it like a sharp tool, useful but dangerous if misused. Avoiding interest alone can save you thousands per year, and you don't have to be rich to do it. You just have to be disciplined. 2. They treat credit cards like debit cards. Here's where the mindset really shifts. Millionaires swipe credit cards the same way most people swipe debit cards, with full confidence that the money is already there. If they don't have the funds, they don't make the charge. No exceptions. So why not just use a debit card? Because debit cards don't reward you. No points, no cash back, no travel perks, no fraud protection, nothing. Credit cards, on the other hand, can give you 1%, 2%, sometimes even 5% back on money you were going to spend anyway. Let's say you spend $2,500 a month on basic living expenses. With a 2% cashback card, that's $600 per year. That's enough for a plane ticket, a new phone, or part of your emergency fund. And you didn't do anything extra, just changed how you paid. Millionaires know that every transaction is an opportunity, and they don't let those points go to waste. They don't see credit cards as extra spending power. They see them as smarter payment tools. So when they swipe, they're not borrowing. They're just choosing the payment method that gives them the best return. 3. They strategically build and maintain high credit scores. You might think a millionaire wouldn't care about their credit score. After all, can't they just buy whatever they want in cash? Sure, they could, but they don't. Millionaires protect their credit scores like it's one of their biggest assets, because, in many ways, it is. A strong credit score opens doors, cheaper mortgages, better business loans, premium credit cards, and negotiating power. It also saves them money. A lower interest rate on a $500,000 saves tens of thousands over time. So yes, even millionaires care. And here's how they keep their scores high. They never miss payments, ever. One late payment can drop your score by 100 points or more, so they automate it. They keep their utilization low, ideally under 10%. So if they have $100,000, they're only using $5,000 at a time. They don't close old cards. Older accounts help build your credit history. They space out new applications. Each inquiry dings your score a bit, so they only apply when necessary. Most importantly, they treat their credit score like their reputation, because that's exactly what it is, your financial reputation. 4. They use credit cards for business leverage. This is a big one. Millionaires don't just use credit cards personally, they use them as a business tool. Let's say someone owns a digital marketing agency. Every month, they spend $10,000 on ads for clients. If they use a 2% cashback, that's $200 a month, or $400 a year, just from spending money they were already going to spend. Add in extra points, travel rewards, and tax benefits, and the value climbs even higher. Business cards also help separate personal and professional expenses. That makes accounting easier. It simplifies taxes. It gives them clarity on what's really making money. 5. They choose credit cards like investors. Millionaires don't choose cards based on what their friends have or what's popular. They choose based on what gives them the most value. If they travel often, they look for cards with airport lounge access, free checked bag, travel insurance, priority boarding, no foreign transaction fees. If they dine out a lot, they get cards that offer 3x, 5x points on restaurants. If they spend heavily on software or advertising, they pick cards that reward those categories. Some cards even offer annual credits like $200 toward Uber, $300 for airline fees, or free hotel upgrades. They don't just look at annual fees, they calculate the net benefit. If a card costs $395 a year but delivers $800 in perks, it's a good deal. Every card must earn its place in their wallet. 6. They maximize sign-up bonuses. Credit card companies are constantly competing for new customers, and to get you in the door, they offer huge sign-up bonuses. Spend
$4,000
in 3 months, get 75,000 points. That's like $750 in value, sometimes more if you use it for travel. Millionaires don't ignore these. They plan for them. When they know they'll be making a big purchase, a vacation, a new laptop, business inventory, they time it to match the bonus window. They track their spending. They set alerts. They plan ahead so they meet the requirement without overspending. Some even open multiple cards per year, spacing them out to collect bonuses strategically without hurting their credit. It's not reckless. It's calculated, and it works. They travel for free using points. Let's be honest, luxury travel is expensive, but millionaires have figured out how to travel in style without paying full price. They use points, and lots of them. One well-optimized credit card strategy can cover first-class flights, 5-star hotels, airport transfers, travel insurance, rental cars. They use platforms like Chase Ultimate Rewards, Amex Membership Rewards, and airline loyalty programs to redeem points at the best possible value. Some even transfer points to travel partners, stretching the value even further. Want a $1,500 flight for free? It might only cost 90,000 points if you do it right. And here's the best part. You don't need to be rich to do this. You just need to spend strategically and redeem wisely. 8. They use credit card protections. Most people don't even know about this one. Credit cards offer a bunch of hidden protections that debit cards don't. Millionaires use these benefits to protect their purchases and avoid headaches. Purchase protection. If something gets lost or damaged, your card might refund it. Extended warranty. Some cards add a year to the manufacturer warranty for free. Return protection. Can't return something to the store? Your card may cover it. Dispute rights. If you're charged for something you didn't receive or didn't authorize, you can challenge the charge and get your money back. Let's say you buy a $2,000 phone and it's stolen 2 weeks later. Some cards will replace it, no questions asked. Or say you buy from a sketchy website and get scammed. With a debit card, that money's probably gone. With a credit card, you have power. Millionaires use these benefits like insurance policies, and they're free just for using the right card. 9. They automate and track everything. Millionaires don't guess. They track. They use spreadsheets, budgeting apps, and calendar reminders to stay on top of due dates, rewards deadlines, and spending limits. Most importantly, they automate payments. Autopay is non-negotiable. They set it to pay the full balance every month, not the minimum. That way, they avoid interest and never miss a payment. They also set alerts for large charges, card anniversaries, and any unusual activity. They don't rely on memory. They build systems. 10. They never spend just to earn rewards. This is where most people go wrong. They think, oh, if I spend $1,000 more, I'll get 5% back. But what they don't realize is 5% of $1,000 is $50. And if you didn't need what you bought, you just wasted $950. Millionaires don't fall for that. They never spend just to chase rewards. They only earn rewards from money they were going to spend anyway. It's about intentionality, not chasing points. Chasing points is how people get trapped in debt. 11. They monitor their credit reports. Even with perfect habits, things can go wrong. Millionaires check their credit reports regularly. They look for identity theft, unauthorized accounts, Reporting errors, incorrect late payments. They use services like Credit Karma, Experian, or even hire professionals to monitor their credit, because even one wrong item on your report can wreck your score and delay a home purchase, car loan, or business deal. Protect your credit like it's cash, because in today's world, it kind of is. 12. They use credit cards to multiply their wealth. Let's bring it all home. Millionaires don't use credit cards just to buy things. They use them to build wealth. Here's how. They earn rewards to reduce their cost of living. They use points to eliminate travel expenses. They reinvest cash back into their businesses or portfolios. They take advantage of 0% APR periods to access capital temporarily without paying interest. They never let a dollar go dull. Every transaction is either earning, protecting, or growing their wealth. Used wisely, credit cards are a financial weapon. Used poorly, they're a trap. Millionaires choose discipline over convenience. They play the long game. And the best part? So can you. If you made it to the end of this video, comment "money mindset" below. That way, I'll know you're serious about leveling up your financial game. And if this video opened your eyes about how credit cards should be used, give it a like, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Money Psychology, where we break down wealth, one mindset at a time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.